Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jonathan Cooper. We continue our live team coverage of the aftermath of that mass shooting. We have more information about the victims and the community support. We start with News on 6's Johnny Resendez with more about what we're learning with the victims. Johnny.
Well, guys, those who knew Dr. Phillips say that he wasn't just a brilliant doctor. He was a beloved colleague, a beloved father, and a beloved husband who had an extremely kind heart. Now, Dr. Phillips was a Harvard graduate, and his colleagues say he was an amazing doctor and made his patients feel like the most important people in the world. They say during the long, demanding days at the hospital, Phillips maintained a positive attitude and a level head. Mike Wickstead, one of Dr. Phillips' former colleagues, says his death is still a shock and that he will never forget the things he did for him.
He cared about his family. He cared about taking care of others in distant lands. But he lived the person he was here in Tulsa. And I want to be a better man because of Dr. Phillips. And I am so thankful for what he showed me in his life.
Now, another doctor, a receptionist, and a patient who was an Army veteran also was murdered in the shooting. Now, Amanda Glenn was both a receptionist in the office and a medical assistant. She leaves behind her husband and two teenage sons. Dr. Stephanie Hewson grew up in Ponca City and graduated from OSU Medical School and specialized in sports medicine. People describe her as kind and committed and a doctor who advocated for her patients. And finally, William Love was a patient. And let me tell you, this is an amazing act of selflessness here. Tulsa police say he held a door open so his wife could escape before he was shot and killed. The family says when Love heard gunshots, he knew his wife wouldn't be able to get away, so he sacrificed his life for hers. Love was a retired first sergeant in the Army with 27 years of service, and Love's daughter says they were excited to start traveling as a family and is asking the community for prayers. And the Tulsa Community Foundation has set up an emergency fund for the victims' families. You can find that at tulsacf.org. Reporting live in Tulsa, Johnny Resendez, Oklahoma's own News on 6.